Hi guys, welcome to the Saving Money Show. Me, your host Sean. Today we're discussing Neo and its true value, and we'll be also talking about US tax for people in the UK. Now, we're starting with Neo. We already know about its car. We know about the battery as a service. Pardon me. And I've done loads of videos over these. If you haven't seen them, perhaps go back and watch them. Now, the thing that is really going to do it is Neo Power Cloud system. And not much is being said about it. Now, this is the platform that will move it forward a lot. Because they're saying that they are willing and they want other car providers to. And don't forget to hit that lovely like button, almost as lovely as me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become part of the Saving Money Show family. We give each other hints and tips and updates about stocks and shares we talk about on the show. As well as that, you can ask me to look into any share you want, and I don't charge a Discord fee or ask for a Patreon. All I do ask is for you to comment in the box below and hit the like button. Even if you disagree with me, especially if you disagree with me, I like a debate. And if I do something wrong, I want you to call me on it so I can improve the channel. And why not check out the links in the description below? There's lots of others. I've used each one of them myself. I wouldn't give you links if I haven't checked them out myself. If you're looking for a free trading platform which should trade your stocks and shares, you can get a free share worth up to £200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. A free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100 or dollars, depending on which one you go for. Stake has over 3,500 US stocks on their books, which is the biggest one outside of the US. Whereas Trading 212 is one of the best and easiest platforms to use. But as I said, I use all three. Anyway, on with the show. Other car providers to sign up to the battery swapping technology, which is going to be huge, because I did say before how that is a route they could go down and earn a fortune from. They have the infrastructure in China, and if they sign up to a company that is already big in Europe to battery swapping technology, or America, then that will mean they will put towards battery swapping stations in those countries. Now, this power cloud system, they already track the battery usage across the country of China, and with the stacking system in the power cloud, they will be able to gain more information, and a bit like Tesla, with every mile that's driven in the Tesla, data is recouped. It will be the same with Neo, and I'm just very excited with it at the moment. You may not think it from the way I look, because I have a very dour face and expression, but I do think this is going to really propel it. Now, people have not factored this in. They have not factored in the battery as a service system. they've not even factored in the fact that they're looking to allow other companies to use the battery swapping technology, which means they will be charging them for that. Now, some other Neo investors who I've been talking to are thinking, oh, they're going to be charging them for that, but they're going to give away their technology, which has cost them a lot of money. So, is it worth it? And I said to them, you're not looking at the long-term thing. They want to break out into Europe and America. And as I said about Tesla in an earlier video, Tesla cannot just build a gigafactory and then break out. They have to build the charging points and charging networks. They still haven't built on them in UK, not enough to make it viable for someone to pay that amount for a Tesla. Now, they built more, but not enough. You say, for instance, an agreement with Volkswagen, and Volkswagen will help fund them with battery swapping technology in Europe. That might even be part of the agreement. We will give you access to our technology as long as you build battery swapping stations in Europe. And once they're up and running, then it'll be easier for them to do it. And I know that Tesla is the number one in the EV market and the autonomous driving market. I'm not denying that. But in China, it's a close fight between Nio and Tesla. And there's no problem with having the number two. If Nio has the network set up quicker than Tesla, and Nio enters the market cheaper than Tesla, I think they can take some of the European market. Still think Nissan will have the budget models. There will be Nissan and Kia, but for the luxury market, well, you've got BMW, but then the amount you're paying, sorry, better off with a Tesla, because you know the upgrades are going to be there, and it's a more stable car, but you need somewhere to charge it. So I do think people have not taken this into account, because they haven't even put a lot on their site about it yet. I just do think this is very exciting. Once people realise the potential of it, it will go up. They are giving people no mileage limits or no time limits, lifetime free roadside assistance. Now, I got this with Nissan, but I have to have I got free MOT for life as well. I kind of negotiated some good deals with Nissan, because they have to sell one car a month, and I went there towards the end of the month knowing they have to sell one car. Got lifetime free car connectivity services, so 8 gig of data a month. You know, data is expensive. They do insurance, free car washing, free airport parking, free valet, you know, free repairs. And this is before you look at the Neo Life, Neo House, and all the other aspects of it. I am very excited with these new things coming out. I do think this can really help me. Hi guys, welcome to the 7 Minute Show with me, your host Sean. Now, we're talking about tax on US companies for UK citizens, or as the US call them, aliens. I don't remember coming from another planet. Oh, anyway. The fact is, it's an income tax paid to the US. It's at 30%. However, when you sign up to Trading 212, Free Trade or Stake, and the links are down below for free share, there will be a form. Do not back out of the form and then try to get around it. It's a 5-second thing to do, and it will knock 15% off of the withholding tax, and it will knock it down to 15%. This is just for people with an invest account or an ISA, not for people with pensions or any other kind of account like a SIP, and because they can reclaim that withholding tax back. You can't with an invest account. Now, the weird thing is, if the US are investing in UK companies, they do not pay a withholding tax. So you know what that sounds like?
Was perhaps the worst trade deal ever made.
Well said, Donald. Now, what they do is they pay inflated prices on the shares. So, GlaxoSmithKline will be double the price for people in America. For this reason, I am moving out of US dividend stocks. I'm either going into US growth stocks, or I'm moving into UK dividend stocks for my dividends. Now, the problem is some of my US growth stocks pay a dividend, but I don't count that. In the past, when I went for a US dividend stock, people said you should be 3%, but then I would make sure it was 3.45% or more, so that it would cover the withholding tax. Now, I'm upset at the fact that they're still charging us and they're not getting charged. So how do I put it? See, companies like Pfizer, Ryvian, like, it's because they're so undervalued. That's why I'm going into them. Companies like AT&T, so I can see them growing so much. Remember, AT&T was a 6% dividend. They're an 8% dividend at the moment. Now, I'm sold my Altria. I actually sold my Coke shares because it was a 3% dividend. It wasn't moving. It had the opportunity to grow. It wasn't really growing much enough. You know, I gave it time to grow, and it wasn't growing enough for me. And a dividend wasn't enough to justify it. So I moved it into Altria. Then when I did a deep dive in Altria as a company wasn't growing, and I noticed that they was offering a bigger dividend to attract people, shareholders to them. So they go to them, we'll offer you 4% dividend. They go, nah. Most companies give 3 to 4%, and you ain't growing. And then they go, we'll offer you 6%. And they go, nah, AT&T give you 6%, and they're growing more than you. And then they go, okay, we offer 8%. People go, yeah, I'll pile in an 8% dividend. Now, I would rather get a monthly dividend from Pembina Pipeline, which is bigger than 8%, and have it not grow, and have it on a monthly basis, and stay in Altria at 8%. Because at least I know if something like COVID-19 or Rona happens again, I will have had 11 months of dividend if it gets to a stage that Altria has to cut their dividend. I know they haven't during this, but it's good to have that coming in monthly, so that I can build up my cash basis before something like this happens. And I'm not heavy in Pembina either, just so you know. But I also have done things such as gone into Diageo. I was in Fizz, as you know, which is a growth stock for me. I've sold out of that when it hit highs. It's come back down again. I was considering going back into that, but then I've gone into Diageo. I think it can grow more, and it gives me a dividend. Now, I waited until it went ex-dividend. It dropped, as I expected, and it was on the same day they released news that they couldn't keep up with demand, so they had to buy 2 new distilleries, one of them owned by Ryan Reynolds. Now, the Aviator gin brand, and this should be moving the brand up, but it didn't because it was ex-dividend. So I think that was a good time to buy. However, I think there are a lot of people who seem to think that they the bigger dividends are worth going for. But if you look in the UK, there's plenty of growth stocks, plenty of dividend stocks. There's a channel here, Investing with Foreman. If you look that up, you'll find it. Now, he's very good, especially with UK. Now, if my way of describing withholding tax is a bit blunt for you, not specific enough, there's a UK finance with Lee Williams. He does a lot of good videos, some of them about tax. You may want to check that out. I hope it's been informative to someone. If not, let me know what you need clarification about, and I'll try and answer your questions. Don't forget to leave a comment in the box below. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay savvy, stay investing. Goodbye.